Welcome to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. Each month, we'll feature business and community leaders sharing their stories, initiatives, concerns, and passions. Learn practical information regarding community resources and opportunities. Now, the host of Business Voice, Greece Regional Chamber President and CEO, Sarah Lentini.
Happy spring, everybody, and welcome to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber sponsored by Pet Saver, Healthy Pet Superstore. We've got a great show for you today, starting with my first guests, Oliver and Christa Cabrera. That's Dr. Oliver Cabrera and Christa Cabrera from Greece Family Dentistry and Implantology. Welcome to you guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. Great to be here.
Yeah, great to have you here. So just for starters, tell us a little bit about Greece Family. This is a mouthful, right? Mouthful, no pun intended. Greece Family Dentistry and Implantology.
I'm so glad to be here, Sarah. Greece Family Dentistry and Implantology is all about relationships and about people, and ultimately it's about our relationship with God. We try to serve Him in everything that we do. So,
wow, that's a tremendous mission. Has that been that way from the beginning? How long have you been in business?
We've been in business about 8 years. We purchased the practice from Dr. Campo, who was the dentist previous to me. It hasn't always been that way, but God has changed my heart in several ways, not only towards the field of dentistry, but towards our patients, towards our staff members. So the mission is throughout our entire process.
And is that something that was always part of? I mean, you're a dentist, and obviously you've been practicing and working with patients, I'm guessing, for a number of years, correct? So was it always that way, or was that something that happened at a particular point in your journey?
That is a very long answer to a question, but if you're asking me about when I had a relationship with Christ, it has a story with my wife, how my wife and I met and started dating. I don't know how long a show we have here, but essentially she was the one that led me to Christ. 1 Corinthians 13:11 says, when I was a boy, I acted like a boy. I reasoned like a boy, but when I became a man, I left my childish ways behind me. And so God used that verse to really show me what love truly is. It's selfless, not selfish. And that's when essentially my life turned around and my practice as well. Wow.
And, Christa, your wife is sitting right here. So, Christa, you work with Oliver in the practice, correct?
I do. I'm the official marketing director.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. In fact, I know that you're the official marketing director because we've interacted on that front many times. And so have you been part of the practice for the full 8 years?
I have been behind the scenes for the full 8 years. And it was just, I think last year, I just celebrated my first year of being the marketing director officially. So, right. So I can officially claim it now.
Wonderful. Right. It's about time, right?
It's about time, right.
Wonderful.
We had to finally bump her up to minimum wage. She was so excited.
Well, yeah, I bet she was. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Glad to hear it. And I don't want to get too personal, but your description of your business is in my experience relatively unique. It may not be as unique as all that, but I don't often hear people melding sort of their philosophical and spiritual beliefs with their professional ones. Although at the end of the day, who we are touches everything we do. And so, I think it's very lovely that you are endeavoring to meld your spiritual and professional lives. And obviously working together has got to be, probably great, very joyful. I can imagine that it adds an element to your relationship. Is that true, or is it just maddening sometimes? I don't know.
No, I think it's true. I think with working together and having like this purposeful vision and mission for our practice, we're able to put that together, and we're able to see the fruits and the efforts and see, all the joy that comes through it. And being that dentistry is very personal anyway,
yes,
it just flows perfectly together to have it be relational and personal and professional.
And it has totally united us in our marriage, especially. And I've just loved having to work with her and really, coming home, talking about, a staff member, talking about a patient that we've, transformed their life or impact on has just meant the world to us, really.
Yeah. Well,
deepened our relationship.
Yeah. I imagine it makes you both, it gives you purpose in life. And I've mentioned on the show before, so Bob's probably heard this and others, listeners have heard, but, my parents worked together. For many years, they ran something called the Child Study Center in downstate New York, and for them it absolutely worked. I think there are some couples where working together wouldn't be a good idea, but when it works, oh my gosh, it does bring you closer together. The two of them have a wonderful relationship, a model marriage, and it continues to this day. So, as I was listening to you, I was thinking, and this now makes sense to me, even just hearing a little bit more about your whole approach to your practice and to your lives, because I know that something that you do on a regular basis is to literally give back to the community through the practice. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
We're so excited to have our second annual Dentistry from the Heart Free Dental Day on June 9th. And Christa is totally leading that up. I'm going to pass it off to her because that is
you want to give us the details? That sounds awesome.
Right.
June 9th, Dentistry from the Heart. Yes.
It's a Saturday, June 9th, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning is when we open registration. It's first come, first serve. And it's really geared towards people who do not have insurance that are in our community. So we realize that some people do have other options, but there's a lot of people who are working full-time jobs, or maybe they, don't have jobs and they don't have dental insurance. So this is their opportunity to come for a free filling, a free extraction, or a free cleaning.
Those are the three things?
Right. Those are the three things that we'll take care of. And we're hoping to treat 100 people. It's as many as we can treat before 4 p.m., which is when we'll start winding it down.
So again, for me, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
For me, it's exciting because we're finally putting our core values into action. And so we get to live out our mission. It's at the very least we could do is provide dentistry one day for free, at the very least. So
I just think that's wonderful, and I love that it's like right here. Because sometimes people think about doing very generous things, philanthropic things, especially in the healing professions, and they think about going out of town to do that, maybe going out of country to do that. Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful. It's noble. It's fantastic as well. But there's a lot of need right here in our own communities, and it's it's sort of low-hanging fruit. It's much easier to do, and I know this isn't the first time. Obviously, it's your second annual, and I think kudos to you. So, but tell us just a little bit more, because I think we're missing some details for the audience. June 9th, which is what day of the week again?
Saturday, June 9th, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And where?
At 120 Erie Canal Drive. It's at Grease Family Dentistry and Implantology at our practice.
120 Erie Canal Drive. And where is that exactly? Can you give us a little reference?
Right. Closest intersection would be Ridgeway and Long Pond.
Wonderful. Awesome. And anybody can come?
And anyone can come. Anyone who does not have insurance will be treating. It's all ages, all stages, and we'll take care of them.
That's fantastic. And I did hear in there it should be people that do not currently have dental insurance, correct?
Right.
That's really who you're aiming to treat.
That's
people
right.
that wouldn't be able to get treatment otherwise, which is fantastic.
Exactly right.
And you did this once before. How many people did you have roughly?
So last year was our first year. We treated 23 people.
Wow.
It was a great success. We had a lot of other volunteers that came out to help us.
That's fantastic.
Last year was a great success. We gave away over $27,000 worth of free dentistry.
That's amazing. $27,000. Oh, my gosh. That really is incredibly generous. And I know it had to have had an enormous impact on those people's lives. And again, it's for fillings, cleanings, and extractions.
That's right.
And those are really pretty important things. So tell us a little bit about your, a little bit about your background. I'm going to start with Oliver, if it's okay, with Dr. Cabrera. And just tell me how you even decided to be a dentist.
Well, my parents immigrated over from Ecuador. They're from South America. And
very cool.
My dad is a physician, and my mother is a nurse. And they've always encouraged me to get it in the healthcare field. But my father's also, he saw the changes in medicine and how it was going a little bit more socialized. And he always encouraged me to become a dentist. Mm-hmm. And I always loved my childhood dentist as well. So it was just a natural one and one together.
Yeah, you certainly had great role models, and how nice that they encouraged you to do what they were doing, and I imagine they've been a wonderful support to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're just tuning in, just to make sure our listeners know, you're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore, and we're speaking with Dr. Oliver Cabrera and Christa Cabrera, his wife, both of whom run Greece Family Dentistry and Implantology, and they're doing a wonderful event that's coming up on, is it June 9th, Christa?
June 9th,
June
Saturday.
9th, which is Dentistry from the Heart. It's the second annual Dentistry from the Heart. It's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's going to be in the town of Greece. And bottom line is, it's a great, great event that we hope people stop in and take advantage of. And it's aimed at folks who do not have dental insurance, so it's a unique opportunity. So, Christa, tell us a little bit about you. I know that you're in marketing right now. Were you always in marketing? How did you come to be focused on a marketing career?
She's a natural. Don't let her fool you.
No, I have come into marketing through my husband starting Greece Family Dentistry and just having a few years where I was just doing it behind the scenes, just a few things here and there. And I'm just a really big connector. I feel like that's something I really enjoy doing, is making relationships with people and connecting people. And so that part is natural. But I'm actually a physical education teacher and coach. And then I took a break from that and started raising 4 kids. And then came
It doesn't sound like a break, by the way, but okay.
Well, it still continues, but
right.
Then became the marketing director through the practice.
Wonderful. So I didn't know that you had a background in physical education, so that's fantastic. And
Christa has a God-given gift to see someone and just remember a person, somebody else that she's talked to, or an agency, or something, a resource that could help that person. And so she has just a great talent to marry those two together.
That is a great talent, yeah. And in terms of your just ability to make connections with people, I can attest to that. You really are. You're really very, very good at building and developing relationships. Something else that I think that's just fantastic that you do that we've really appreciated is the special offers that you've made to Greece Regional Chamber businesses and their staffs, their employees. And my memory is that those have got a couple of different levels. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
So for the Greece Chamber members, we have a $500 credit towards their account for treatment that they may need through Greece Family Dentistry. That is for people who do not have insurance. And then if you do have insurance, we have a $200 credit towards their account that they can use in conjunction with their current insurance provider.
Which is fantastic because the Greece Regional Chamber has, 800 members. So it's a big population, and it isn't just for the business owner. It's also for all of the employees,
exactly.
Many of which could be in the position of not having insurance. And it's, awesome that you've got a piece of that offer that extends to people who do have insurance, and then even more assistance for people who don't, which is really carrying through that theme that Dentistry from the Heart has of wanting to really reach out to the folks that are most in need and to give back, which I just love. Are there thoughts as you're moving forward? Are there other things that you guys want to do? Are there other things that you do that are in the same vein? Have you thought a little bit about the future? I know it's only the second annual, but is there anything new for the second annual compared to the first? I know you said you want it to be bigger, right? You're expecting it to be bigger.
This year, we've opened it up to children, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
That we'll finally get some more children. We love our hearts for families, and so we want to help the families to help the kids, and that's our heart.
So you have quite a lot of kids that you treat as it is in the practice,
right? So our practice is unique in the way that we have a full family practice that provides the full scope of dentistry. So pretty much everything that we do is done under our own roof, from braces all the way up to extractions and dentures and everything in between. So we see the whole entire family in one practice.
Yep. And you do implantology by definition, because that's right in your,
Right.
and that's an enormously important field. I mean, it's one that's evolved so much in the last 20, 30 years. It's unbelievable. I imagine that you have a lot of people that are kind of my age and up that are very grateful that such a part of your practice exists.
Yes. That part is growing constantly. Technology in dentistry is changing the whole way we practice as dentists now. And so now being able to offer additional options to replace teeth that people have lost is really a great way to serve them.
Yeah. And costs have come down, right?
Yes. That's one area. As more and more dentists are now offering implants, the costs are starting to go down a little bit.
And I mean, I know that it sounds very scary if you think about an implant, but I actually think I inadvertently or unexpectedly had one put in not that long ago myself, and was really surprised that it really wasn't. Once you have Novocaine, which I did, it wasn't any different than having a cavity filled, at least in my experience. But people are, we talked about intimidation. People are scared of the dentist, right?
Right.
Yes.
So how do you make them more comfortable? Because I'm sure you do.
Oh, we have. It starts off right when the patient enters into the practice, right? It's our whole philosophy, our attitudes. We try to be warm and inviting from the second they walk in the door, and how we greet them, to our clinical staff, to how they treat them in our little comfort menu that we offer, to all the different options that we offer for extra anesthesia. Some people need a little extra tender love and care, and we offer different things like sedation and oral sedation or laughing gas or things like that really go the extra mile to make them comfortable.
Yep. It's really important. I mean, I've learned that about myself, which is, the important thing for me is getting relaxed. And obviously when you have a relationship with your dentist and you trust him, that makes all the difference in the world. And then there are all kinds of great things that can make the pain something you don't have to experience. There's no reason to have to be that much of a trooper, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I think our patients feel that we truly care for them, and we truly want the best for them right from the start. So
that's wonderful. And you mentioned families, so families are really your focus, right? But you probably have a practice that spans all ages, individuals, older adults, the whole 9 yards.
All ages, all stages. Everyone's represented.
Wow. And is there anything new on the horizon in dentistry, or is it just that things like implantology are consistently improving?
So dentistry is changing dramatically with technology, as it's changing in everything from dental materials, from implants to biologics, growing bone and growing areas that need reconstruction, to technology like scanning, having your tooth made in a single day, or having your jaws reconstructed.
Wow, your jaws you can actually reconstruct a jaw.
People who need dental implants sometimes have had dentures for years and years and years and need a significant amount of reconstruction before that. So,
but the good news is you can do it.
Yes, the good news is we are now able to do that.
Wow. So how do you, maybe I'm asking too technical a question, but I didn't realize that there could be actual bone reconstruction. That's pretty fascinating.
Yes, we are able to transplant bone from other areas of the mouth to the areas that the implants are going to go into. So it's a transplant from one part of the person's body to another, so that it isn't there's no issue. It's not somebody else's bone; it's your bone. Correct.
So there shouldn't be a rejection issue.
Correct. Sometimes people need grafting from the tissue bank, and that is common as well. There are areas, that's an area where dentistry is growing, and even more now that we're able to harvest, just like you would from any other organ donor. Those donors also give bone, and now we're able to use that bone in other areas of people's mouths and jaws.
It's amazing what's happened in the world, right? I mean, technology has just kind of changed everything, and of course, dentistry is no different. So that's fantastic. It's great to know people that might think that whatever is wrong with them maybe is too much for somebody, too much to be addressed, are probably wrong. It's starting to, the more you talk, the more I'm realizing that, you really can make a tremendous impact in somebody's mouth, somebody's life. I mean, and that really does make an impact, right? If you're feeling lousy, not only are you feeling lousy and you don't want to smile, but I'm guessing, the other big issue is that the mouth is is very important to overall health, correct?
Oh, for sure. That's how we came up with our tagline of saving smiles by transforming lives, is that our mouths are a symptom of our hearts. Many times our health is a symptom or a sign of what's going on in our lives. And the mouth is definitely one of those areas. And so we believe that if we're truly going to make a long, life-lasting impact on someone, we have to aim at their heart and figure out what exactly is going on in their lives to make a long-lasting change. Otherwise, I'm just going to be repairing their teeth and not really making a long-lasting change if I don't figure out what's going on inside their lives and their hearts.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you guys are, about the most caring of professionals. What a caring practice! What a wonderful philosophy and marriage and life's work. And we're really excited that you're doing the second annual Dentistry from the Heart. In case you're just joining us, you're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore. And I'm here with Dr. Oliver Cabrera and his wife and a partner in his business, Christa Cabrera. And they are launching the second annual event to really help the community with their dentistry needs. Christa, tell us again, if you would, about Dentistry from the Heart, the date, the time, the place.
Dentistry from the Heart is our free dental day hosted by Greece Family Dentistry and Implantology. It's on Saturday, June 9th. Starting at 8 a.m., we will open registration. We will continue to treat as many patients as we can until 4 p.m., and we're hoping to hit 100 guests before 4 p.m. We're located at 120 Erie Canal Drive. Closest intersection would be Ridgeway and Long Pond.
Perfect. And if people just want to get more information about the practice, about you guys, about the event, what is your website address? How can they reach you?
Our website is www.gfdimplantology.com or www.greecefamilydentistry.com.
I like that one, greecefamilydentistry.com.
It's much easier to remember.
That's the one I can remember, greecefamilydentistry.com. Awesome. Dentistry from the Heart, June 9th. Oliver and Christa Cabrera, thank you both so much for being with me here on Business Voice.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're very welcome. Don't go away. Coming right up, we've got Louie Maier from Brandmint, and you don't want to miss this.
Tell me you will stay, make me smile.
Need help with health insurance? The Greece Regional Chamber provides assistance with health insurance for businesses, nonprofits, families, and individuals throughout our region. We pride ourselves on the personalized service that we provide for our clients. Let us help you find health insurance plans that fit your needs and navigate the paperwork. Greece Chamber Benefit Partners, located at 2402 Westridge Road in Rochester, New York, offers a broad range of medical insurance plans for businesses, nonprofits, individuals, and families throughout the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region, working with insurance companies including Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield, Univera, and MVP Healthcare. We can also help you access insurance plans through the New York State of Health, the official health plan marketplace. Again, you do not need to live or work in Greece to utilize our brokerage services. We serve the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region of New York State. Visit greecechamber.org to sign up for one of our free health insurance information sessions or schedule an appointment with one of our licensed brokers. Call 585-227-7272. 585-227-7272.
Of course, you love your pet. That's why it's hard to believe that you're feeding them the wrong food. Yeah, 70% of dogs and cats are eating the wrong pet food. It could be because they're getting older, a little overweight, or have allergies. Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore can help. Bring in your food or take a picture of the label, and a trained staff member will let you know what is really in the food. They know how to accurately read the labels and give you the truth about what you're feeding or not feeding your pet. If you need a change, they can recommend a food that really is healthier for your pet. And because Pet Saver carries more premium food than any other store in town, including the national chains, you might even be able to pay less for a food that is better for your pet. Are you one of the 70% of pet owners that are feeding your dog or cat the wrong food? Find out for free at the Pet Saver nearest you.
In Greece, Monroe Ave in Brighton, Webster, and in Victor next to Party City across from Eastview Mall.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Contact your local real estate expert, Sharon Quataert at Sharon Quataert Realty. If you're wondering what your home is worth in today's market, the Sharon Q team is happy to provide you with that value and an overview of the current market trends in your area for free. If you're looking to buy or build your dream home, we have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the process. We have earned the trust and confidence of thousands of happy clients and would love to do the same for you. Visit SharonQ.com or call us today at 900-1111.
If you're looking to market and grow your business, make new business connections, and give back to the community in a meaningful way, consider joining the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. We're the largest suburban chamber in Monroe County, and we offer networking, education, marketing, insurance, and advocacy. You do not need to live or work in Greece to join. Our members come from throughout the region. In short, we're better together, and together, we're moving business forward. Visit greecechamber.org or call 585-227-7272 to join today.
The voice of liberty.
WYSL.
You're listening to WYSL1040.com, 92.1 FM, and 1040 AM WYSL Avon Rochester.
Welcome back. You're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore. I'm Sarah Lentini, President and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber, and I'm really delighted to welcome my next guests, Louie Maier, who is the President and CEO of Brandmint, and Sam Tuzzeo, also of Brandmint, here to talk to us a little bit about the company and also some of the exciting programs that they've got coming up. Welcome, Louie. Welcome, Sam.
Excited to be here.
Hi, Sarah.
Awesome. So I'm going to start with you, Louie, because this is really your brainchild, although I know Sam is an integral part of what you do. Tell me a little bit about Brandmint, because it's kind of a hot new company, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. So we've been around since 2011, but in most recent, maybe last 18 months, we've seen definitely exciting growth just because of the launch of this new kind of crazy, creepy pixel marketing, right? So people, they can't really understand it, but then they know, oh yeah, that happened to me. Or so pixel marketing is really what kind of has started to take us to that next level.
Right. And I now understand just a little bit about it, and it's really because of you guys, but I'm going to guess that a lot of folks in our listening audience don't even know what pixel marketing is. And just to take it back even a notch more, Brandmint does digital marketing, right? So you really focus on marketing, which every business needs, maybe more than just business, right? Marketing, and you do it, and you're really focused on online marketing.
Yep.
Like what is encompassed in digital marketing?
Sure. So yeah, let's take you through the full progression. That was the short story of how we got to. The long story essentially is, digital marketing. When we started, we were simply just social media marketing and all organic.
Okay.
It was still a very organic space. There was no paid advertisement. It was still a very new concept, the whole idea of paid. Matter of fact, in 2011, there was no paid. It was all organic. It was just, hey, we're a business, and this is what we post. Right? That was so then obviously the business evolved into paid social media marketing. Then it evolved into paid social media marketing with websites.
Okay.
And so we just started doing website development, and then we started to, get a little more curious about website development, and we went into the SEO space, so like search engine, so ranking high on Google.
Yep.
And then, more progression, then you get pixel marketing.
And the pixel marketing, which is sometimes also referred to as like retargeting, right? Mm-hmm. So tell people a little bit about that. I mean, I'm going to give my lay perspective, and then you can tell them the real truth because, you're the expert and I'm not.
Sure.
But isn't it sort of like when I go on a major site, like, I go on a major online site and I want to do shopping or something, and I look at a pair of shoes, but I don't buy them. But I've looked at them. I clicked on them. I looked at them, and I'm not sure if I want to buy yet. And then I go to a completely different site on the web, and suddenly those shoes are appearing as an ad in front of me. Is that more or less?
That's exactly it. Only our approach is pretty unique to the market. We do what we consider like a non-invasive approach. So you may have left a product, but the understanding is, well, if you really wanted that product, or if it was in an attainable purchase price, you would have probably bought it, or you're going to get an email that may give you a coupon to buy it. So our approach again is a non-invasive approach. We take culture-driven content or something else that may re-engage that user to get them to interact with your brand. So for example, you say shoes, right? So let's say Nike running sneakers. Well,
that wouldn't be my choice, but okay.
Okay. Well, how about your choice? What would you do?
Heels that were going to kill me, but they look good. Right.
Perfect. So that major brand. I'm thinking of a good one. Let's see. What's the one that?
Jessica Simpson.
Perfect. Okay. She has a heel. She has a line.
She does.
Heels?
Did you not know that? Yes.
No.
They're relatively inexpensive, and that's why they're more my go-to.
Okay.
Than,
perfect.
Ferragamo's a little bit out of my wheelhouse.
Jessica Simpson. That's great. So I don't know what the domain is, but Jessica Simpson. Shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, you would have went to the website, you would have looked at a pair of shoes, but for some reason, maybe you didn't love them, or, you got there organically through these pair of shoes, whether it was a search or through social media or whatever it was, and you didn't convert. Now, we know that you're interested in some sort of shoe or or the line or something involved with the brand.
I was looking at shoes, right? Yeah.
So let's redeliver something else that may re-engage you with the brand, and that's why it's like this whole non-invasive approach. So let's talk about Jessica Simpson and why she, and then this is just how we would capture this. Let's talk about why, she loves being in the shoe industry, and then we can re-engage somebody that way. They're like, wow, she's really passionate about being in this industry. So now they're like, okay, maybe I'll think twice. Now you re-engage them, and it's a different form. It's a very non-invasive form, and it's more about the long term.
Yep.
And less about the right now.
Got it.
I need to get them to convert right now. All I'm worried about is the sale.
Right.
Now, there is a separate side which is only about the sale, and that's conversion, which is still pixel marketing.
Okay, and conversion really means getting somebody to act, right?
Exactly.
Just to be real clear, because that's
to get someone to purchase, to get someone to give us their information, whatever it may be, and that's also a form of pixel marketing.
Right, and so this is really this is kind of the rage, and it all sounds very, I don't know, mysterious might be a word for it, but that's what you guys do, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you can even help other people learn how to do, correct?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
And you've got a great program that you're doing for the Greece Regional Chamber that I want to talk about. But before we do that, I just want to talk a little bit about, you and Sam and others, because you've got a great team that make up Brandmint. Tell me a little bit about, your various roles and how the two of you work together. And
take it over, Sam.
Okay. Like you said, we are a growing team. We're built upon expansion in particular areas. We have a great creative department that just works on creative, original content for these small businesses. So many businesses use stock imagery, which is great, but something that's custom really helps connect your business with your audience. So that's something we pride ourselves on within our creative department. Our strategy department, led by Peter, creative is led by Bethany. Peter can put together some of the concepts, all the concepts that Louie was just discussing, and he's the point of contact that reaches out to these small businesses, to small to medium-sized businesses, even larger businesses who have their own marketing teams. He's the liaison, it connects the two organizations. So other than that, we're a growing team, and we have over 100 clients, and
wow, that's
not
a lot
only
of clients. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is. It's probably about 130 or so, but what we really connect to is giving them all the tools that they need to be successful, which has kind of led us to this DIY digital where, small businesses are operating on budgets of all sizes. So if we can teach them to do it, great. Maybe they grow and expand their needs, and then maybe we build a client that way too.
Awesome.
So we have plenty to offer. We have solutions of all sizes.
That's terrific. So you alluded to DIY digital, but we probably need to tell folks listening that Brandmint is doing this wonderful program with the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, and it's going to be open to both members and the general public. And it's called DIY, Do It Yourself Digital.
Correct.
And it's June 7th, I believe, right? Tell the folks a little about it, Sam.
Yeah, June 7th. It's a 90-minute program where hopefully we have to find another location, because I think that we're going to be bursting at the seams within your conference table.
Yep.
But again, anybody is welcome. Small fee for non-members. Maybe this pushes them over the edge to become members.
Yeah,
so maybe there's something in it for you. But yeah, more the merrier. We'd love to have a great discussion. Maybe listen to what some businesses are struggling with.
Right.
Maybe we can help them, do the little things to make them be successful.
Yeah, I love that it's actually teaching people how to do it themselves. I think that's awesome. And if you're just joining us, you're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore. And we're talking with Louie Maier, the president and CEO of Brandmint, along with Sam Tuzzeo, his right-hand man, also from Brandmint. And they're talking to us about this great program that they're going to be holding at the Greece Regional Chamber on June 7th, DIY Digital. And it's, I think, did we say it's 10 to 11:30, something like that, guys?
I believe that's the time frame, 10 to 11:30, yeah.
Right.
I think it is.
It's at the Greece Regional Chamber. It's free for chamber members, but it's really very inexpensive for the general public and non-members. I think it's going to be a whopping $10, and you're going to get expert advice. Now, tell folks a little bit, would you, about the topics that you're going to cover?
Sure. I can chime in there, Sam, if you don't mind. But it's going to be as broad as strategy, but as super focused as how to execute and how to do these different things that we do to make businesses successful on our end. So, Sam, thank you. You just put the actual outline in front of me.
Very helpful.
So, yeah, because it's pretty detailed. But we're going to do a Facebook 101. So if don't be terrified if you don't have Facebook, you've never opened Facebook, don't worry about it. Come in. We'll give you the baseline understanding of Facebook and how to use it properly as a business.
And use it for marketing purposes.
Awesome. Yeah. We're going to talk about the difference between social media management versus social media marketing. Huge difference.
Okay.
We say death of the boost, and we're going to tell you why we say death of the boost.
I don't even understand the expression.
So
Help me.
the boost is that blue button that you see on the bottom right-hand corner when you post something.
To boost an ad, to boost a post, which, of
Yeah.
course, Facebook is always prompting you to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were saying that you don't necessarily think that's something to do, necessarily in all instances, right?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's effective, but it's not as effective as the ads manager, which we're going to teach in the course.
Awesome. I'm going to be there taking notes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Renee, who is big picture strategy, she'll talk a little bit about what your goals are and what to do to accomplish them. She'll talk about reach and scale, SEO, baseline SEO.
SEO means search engine optimization,
Yep,
just in case somebody listening isn't familiar with the jargon. So
it's right. Ranking high in Google.
Right. So that when somebody goes and Googles, I don't know, shoes.
Dentistry.
And you happen to sell shoes, or dentistry. Right. That you end up on the first page, if not at the top of the list, because when people search, they don't typically look beyond the first page. I know I don't. So being able to really optimize or, get to idealize, if you will, those search results, which is awesome if you can help us do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. This is a great workshop.
Yeah. No, it's really exciting. I think you asked me before, why do you do it? Why? I forget how it was positioned to me, but what is the upside or what is the benefit for doing something like this? And, the reality is just positive word of mouth about, if we can create a story that someone learned from us, it just all comes back around. It's one of those things where it's like, do good by everybody and everything will do good by you.
Yeah, I think my question was something like, how can you afford to give this much knowledge and expertise away because this isn't your business? I mean, but I think that's a great answer, which is at the end of the day, you're trying to make people better and give them knowledge, and they're going to know where the expertise came from. And at the end of the day, that's likely to come back around to you, and it's the right thing to do. So, boy, if anybody I can't think of anybody who doesn't need this information. Maybe they don't realize they need this information, but this is the new way to get the word out. And it may not completely have hit everybody's brains yet because there's been so much change in the world and it's been so fast. But at the end of the day, online is, if you got to be online if you want to be, communicating, whether it's marketing or just plain old communicating, you've got to have an online presence. And that's going to be more true as time goes on, not less true. And so to have people that help us usher in the new way to market, and Brandmint is doing that for us. It's just awesome. So I'm not letting you go yet. So don't.
I'm excited. Listen, I love this. I love being in here. Like this. I'm ready for this.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I don't think that you. I don't think you shy away from anything, and that's in fact where I kind of want to go next, because you and then I want to talk a little bit because you guys have known each other a long time, right?
Yeah.
But Louie, you're an entrepreneur, right? I mean, this is not the only thing that you have done, and it's not the only thing that you are doing, correct? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yes. So I guess like my personal, I don't know, my MO, my mantra, whatever you call it, is chase the passion, not the paycheck. And I've always just really followed things that excited me and was for a bigger picture cause, or like for community purposes or culture purposes or whatever it is. And so that's kind of what led me down into the hospitality industry, is that whole community culture, bigger picture, like, seeing people leave with a smile on their face and like creating a genuinely great experience for somebody. So, I have a few different hospitality things going on, and we've got something super exciting that Sam could tell you about. But right now, we have Brass Bar and Lounge. We have Locals Only, which is opening up. It's like an all-day cafe. And then, actually, I guess we can announce it here. No one really knows, but now people are going to know we're going to be doing a brewery across the street from you in Greece.
Are you kidding? Oh, that is so exciting. And you're announcing it here on Business Voice.
There we
That's
are.
absolutely awesome.
Where else would you want to announce something like that?
Across the street. Right? I love it. Thank you so much, Sam. Very nice.
Walking distance.
Wow, that's amazing. And just to make really clear to folks that you're talking about owning a restaurant, Brass, right? Brass Bar?
Brass Bar and Lounge.
Bar and Lounge. Yep. And then Locals Only?
Locals
Both
Only.
Both of these are restaurants that you own, correct?
Yeah.
And then now you're going to be opening a brewery across the street. That is absolutely awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So in case you're just joining us, you're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. It's sponsored by Pet Saver, Healthy Pet Superstore. And I'm Sarah Lentini, President and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber, and I've got two awesome guests with me here today. Louie Maier, President and CEO of Brandmint. You don't want to forget that name, Brandmint. And Sam Tuzzeo is right-hand man, also from Brandmint. And, they're telling us about all kinds of stuff. It's not just Brandmint that's got exciting news and a wonderful workshop that's coming up at the Chamber, but look at all the other stuff. Where do you find the time, Louie and Sam?
I could chime in on that. I think, it's about empowering people, people empowering people, and just
you're saying there are other people involved.
There's empowering others to be the best version of themselves, and giving them opportunity, and believing in them, and it's amazing when you tell someone you believe in them and you give them opportunity and you empower them to do these things and make these decisions. It's amazing how far they'll go, and they will they'll have many failures along the way, but the outcome is always success, because they're so excited to have opportunity and grow within something, and especially at a young age, right? So and not just saying young, but now more than ever, people have many entrepreneurial spirited minds, and they're curious and they want to try things. So even if someone doesn't have ownership, allowing someone to operate something and continuously feeding them a little more. It sounds crazy because you're giving them more work. Well, if you empower them to do these things and
shape them and be creative,
exactly, right? and have that collaborative conversation and work together and work through problems and just get excited about it, it's amazing what people will be able to do with that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now, Sam, you're speaking of people that you empower and people that you probably can't live without.
Sam's got exciting news too.
Let's hear a little bit about you, Sam.
Well, I've always been a believer in one of the things that we discuss is having a 9 to 5 and then also having a 5 to 9.
Oh.
So I have a history. We both have histories of doing a main hustle and then having a side hustle too.
Okay.
The side hustle sometimes builds into a lot of bigger opportunity, but why be static? Why sit? Why when you can build something else, or just go down a whole other path of business and build something there too.
Well, so that's very cool. You're saying, so there's been this model in the work life forever and ever, and it's like work 9 to 5, go home, have dinner. And
so
you're
1950s.
Saying, why did, so 1950s.
It's just not what today's world should be, I think, in my opinion.
Cool.
There's a lot of opportunity out there and a lot of ways to get it done. So
Right.
you've been seeing a lot of people doing it, people like Louie.
Very cool. And people like Sam.
People like
right?
Sam. Yeah, that's
And
it.
now, you guys, didn't you guys meet back in college? Am I making that up?
Nope, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
so where was
went
that?
We went to SUNY Fredonia.
Nice.
Had great experience there, great instructors.
I don't know
great.
if I went there. I might have just partied there.
I was trying to give the real
You gave
answer.
him a check,
but,
though.
Yeah, right, exactly.
but yeah, they're a lot of people who've been successful in the Rochester area also went to school there too. So,
so you keep running into people is what you're saying,
yeah,
right?
made a lot of connections
Very cool.
and doing a lot of really cool stuff with those people. Can't say enough about that school. And
Nice.
a lot of lasting business relationships as well.
I'm thinking Sam went to class.
Sam definitely went to class.
That's great.
I do a lot of the public speaking about what not to do in college.
Well, you know what? Experience is a wonderful teacher. They
Yeah.
said that, and I think they're right. So,
Yeah.
but honestly, I think you two make a wonderful, complement each other and make a wonderful part of a team, because you got a lot of other people on the team that are also very awesome. So, what did you major in college, Sam? I think you might have told me, but I forgot.
We were business
major?
administration, marketing, and now one of the coolest parts about school, should you go down that path, is that they've really separated out a lot of the different kinds of marketing that have evolved these days, and that's very important to distinguish that there are differences. School isn't for everybody, and it is there's an expense associated with that, and there are people who choose to be successful elsewhere, but it seems like there's a lot of instruction and a lot of support for the new types of marketing, especially in the digital space.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah, I can see how that would be, that things are evolving quickly and that suddenly you need some specialties. So I'm glad that they're developing them. And, I think you guys haven't you gone back into the classroom as to help out a little bit? Didn't you tell me recently you were in?
So we went back to our friend Donna, Chief Marketing Officer, and she dual role. She's the Chief Marketing Officer of Roberts as well as a professor.
Roberts, okay. Roberts Wesleyan.
Yep. And she was so kind to welcome us into one of her co-teaching classrooms. That it was it new media? What was it? Marketing? Marketing communication.
Yeah, it might have been a capstone or something like that.
So they're all juniors, seniors, and she found it extremely interesting herself. She said to us after, she said, I was taking notes in the back too, because
cool.
Because of how progressive we are with things, and someone like her, like that, I value someone like her so much, because she's not getting stagnant in her teaching. It's not like by the book. Matter of fact, she told us, she's like, I got rid of the book.
Wow.
And she's like, I'm just challenging myself to be the best teacher for these students and give them the best, outcome. So they're ready for what's to come.
And how awesome. I mean, and a good testament to that is inviting you guys into the classroom, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a way to give the students, an exciting new experience, and also put them in touch with somebody that's, really on the ground trying to apply this stuff every day. So that must have been a great experience for you guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really exciting.
Yeah, I just liked how engaged most of the class was, if not all the class was, for the length of the class. Because, we've all been in classrooms. We've all seen people get distracted and just do whatever they wanted. They couldn't wait to get out. But they were actually learning something because they're working on projects with real businesses themselves.
Right.
So our experience and the things that we were teaching them, I'm sure will be used. And that's a really, really good feeling.
Oh, yeah. That's an awesome feeling. I mean, that's all about purpose and meaning, and you can't ask for better than that. It's a little bit like the earlier segment we had on the program. There's nothing more important than putting together your passion and your philosophy and and your profession and your life's work. Maybe profession isn't even the right word, but life's work probably is the better term. When those three things rather come together, I think magic happens, right? Which is what you're describing. So if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore. I'm Sarah Lentini, President and CEO of the Greece Regional Chamber, and I'm here with Brandmint, here with the CEO, President and CEO Louie Maier, and his right-hand man, Sam Tuzzeo. They're part of an awesome team, a great, young, thriving company that is focused on digital marketing, and they've been talking to us about a wonderful workshop that they're going to be holding at the Greece Regional Chamber. It's going to be available to both Greece Regional Chamber members for free, to the general public for $10, so really very inexpensive, and they're giving away some fantastic expertise in the digital marketing area, which is, the hot new arena that I think all businesses, and not just businesses, nonprofits, anybody who's looking to communicate, sell, compel, really needs to be focused on. And then, you told us one very exciting thing, and I didn't really ask you enough about it, I think because I'm kind of in shock still. But before I let you guys go, did I hear you right? Because you mentioned that you own a couple of restaurants already, Louie, and you're opening a brewery across the street from the Greece Regional Chamber on West Ridge Road.
That is correct. Yep.
Can you tell us more? Yeah.
Sure. It's going to be called Malt and Ember.
Ooh. Love the name. Malt and Ember.
Yeah.
Ember like fire?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Because it'll be wood-fired pizza, right? So
I love it.
We just kind of came in with this malt for the beer and the ember for the fire. But it's a group of us. It's an investment group that we've compiled. Let's see, there's 5 of us. And it's going to try and proof of concept. And if proof of concept is there, then you hopefully choose to open more of these. So that's where we're going to go down that route and see how it goes.
Well, we're delighted that you announced it on Business Voice. And can you tell us roughly when you're thinking you might open?
Well, that's funny because we get the keys this week, but
oh wow,
the reality is it's always a moving target when you get in there and you get with the engineers and architects and figure out really what you have to do. In doing this now a couple times, I always, I add I add 6 months to the date that everyone thinks that it's going to open, just to be safe.
Right.
So
next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, it's likely fall of this year is what my partners say. And I'm hoping we can meet that. I'm hoping
awesome.
We can be in by the fall. Yeah.
Regardless of when exactly you open, we're just so delighted that you're going to be doing that. I'm very excited, very excited. Hopefully you're going to keep us in the loop, and we can even talk more about it at a future show and future venues. I just want to leave people with a couple of things. You're listening to Business Voice, program of the Greece Regional Chamber, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore. Importantly, you've been listening to Brandmint, wonderful new company. You guys are based in downtown Rochester, but you serve the region very much as the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce does, and you're digital marketing experts, so you're focused on all those things that many of us don't fully understand, but we know we need to know more about. If you're interested, they're offering a fantastic workshop on June 7th. That's June 7th at the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce in the morning. And if you want to sign up for it, go to greecechamber.org. That's greecechamber.org, or call 227-7272. And if folks want to know more about Brandmint and how to get in touch with you guys, how do they do that?
Brandmint.co. It's .co, not .com.
Yeah.
Brandmint.co. You can visit the website. Same thing, call us, 585-493-6007. We have a very, very open policy where it's not sales driven. When you call in and ask for strategy, you'll speak to Renee and she'll give you a genuine approach, and you can take that wherever you'd like and shop around, get other opinions, and it's not a salesy approach.
No, you guys are great to work with, very easy to work with.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much. Louie Maier, President and CEO, Brandmint. Sam Tuzzeo, Brandmint. So great to have you both on the show. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sarah.
Stick around. We'll be right back on Business Voice.
Need help with health insurance, the Greece Regional Chamber provides assistance with health insurance for businesses, nonprofits, families, and individuals throughout our region. We pride ourselves on the personalized service that we provide for our clients. Let us help you find health insurance plans that fit your needs and navigate the paperwork. Greece Chamber Benefit Partners, located at 2402 Westridge Road in Rochester, New York, offers a broad range of medical insurance plans for businesses, nonprofits, individuals, and families throughout the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region, working with insurance companies including Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield, Univera, and MVP Healthcare. We can also help you access insurance plans through the New York State of Health, the official health plan marketplace. Again, you do not need to live or work in Greece to utilize our brokerage services. We serve the greater Rochester Finger Lakes region of New York State. Visit greecechamber.org to sign up for one of our free health insurance information sessions or schedule an appointment with one of our licensed brokers. Call 585-227-7272. 585-227-7272.
Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore.
Get all the advantages when you shop at Pet Saver.
Like our do-it-yourself pet wash for just $9.99 every day. We supply all the shampoo, towels, tubs, and water, and we clean up after you too.
The Pet Saver friendly staff helps you protect your pet from fleas and ticks with simple, safe, economical, and vet-recommended protection.
We are here 7 days a week in person to help you find only the best pet food, treats, toys, and more.
Can't get that online.
Remember, every time you shop at Pet Saver, you are helping to feed our local shelter pets.
Do your community and your pet a big favor.
Shop at Pet Saver.
The Love Your Pet More store.
Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore.
In Greece, Monroe Ave in Brighton, Webster, and in Victor next to Party City across from Eastview Mall.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Contact your local real estate expert, Sharon Quataert at Sharon Quataert Realty. If you're wondering what your home is worth in today's market, the Sharon Q team is happy to provide you with that value and an overview of the current market trends in your area for free. If you're looking to buy or build your dream home, we have the knowledge and experience to guide you through the process. We have earned the trust and confidence of thousands of happy clients and would love to do the same for you. Visit SharonQ.com or call us today at 900-1111.
If you're looking to market and grow your business, make new business connections, and give back to the community in a meaningful way, consider joining the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce. We're the largest suburban chamber in Monroe County, and we offer networking, education, marketing, insurance, and advocacy. You do not need to live or work in Greece to join. Our members come from throughout the region. In short, we're better together, and together, we're moving business forward. Visit greecechamber.org or call 585-227-7272 to join today.
More than 20,000 watts of truth every day. WYSL 92.1 FM and 1040 AM.
That just about wraps it up for this edition of Business Voice, a program of the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce, sponsored by Pet Saver Healthy Pet Superstore. I want to give special thanks to today's guests. Our guests from Greece Family Dentistry and Implantology, Dr. Oliver Cabrera and Christa Cabrera, and my guests from Brandmint, President and CEO Louie Maier and Sam Tuzzeo. It's been a wonderful show, and we are just giving you a little bit of a taste of some of what the Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce and its membership from throughout the greater Rochester region are up to. We've got tons of events and opportunities, and you can check them all out online at greecechamber.org. That's greecechamber.org. And we're delighted you joined us today and hope that you come back for another edition of Business Voice.
You've been listening to Business Voice. The Greece Regional Chamber of Commerce serves businesses, nonprofits, and individuals throughout the region, focusing on promoting economic and community development and serving as the voice for business. The Chamber offers networking, education, advocacy, community events, and business services. It serves as an important platform for business leaders and citizens to come together in support of common goals.